Hello, and welcome to One Truth Able. Thank you for joining on this broadcast today. Very interesting news for you guys today. Did you know that there's a new $100 bill that just came out in the United States of America showing another subliminal message? Another flag attack on the shores of America. Except it's not going to be 9/11 with the Twin Towers. It seems like this $100 bill is, when folded up correctly, it shows a missile hitting the water and a massive tsunami sweeping over. It's really interesting. I put together some footage. I would like you to draw your own conclusion.
Remember this one from 2002? Caused quite a stir at the time. You take a $20 bill, fold it over, and it resembles an image of the burning Pentagon on 9/11. And then, of course, flip the bill over, and it appears to show the burning Twin Towers of the World Trade Center. Some people said, you had to use your imagination to some extent to see this. Others saw it as a chilling prophecy of what was to come, bearing in mind that this $20 bill was issued in 1998, 3 years before the 9/11 attacks. Well, now with the recent release of the new issue $100 bill, one video blogger sees similar hidden messages in the 9/11 vein in the new issue $100 bill. According to Jonathan Kleck, if you fold the $100 bill in the same way as you folded the previous $20 bill with the 9/11 symbolism, it actually shows nuclear devastation and then some kind of tidal wave flooding through New York as seen in the movie The Day After Tomorrow. You can see it on screen now. Here's the flip side of the $100 bill, which, according to Kleck, shows some kind of missile hitting the ocean with this plume surrounding it, causing some kind of nuclear devastation, which then leads to the mass flooding of New York City. Then apparently, according to Kleck, if you go back and look at the $10 bill, fold it over in a similar way, this shows the missile launch of that apparent nuclear missile that causes the devastation and the flood. The bill also contains these Liberty Bells in this magnetic strip down the middle, which when you move the note around, the bells themselves move and they ring, which Kleck claims is a sign that they're ringing the alarm bells for this future devastation in America. So are there really portending warning signs of doom about nuclear devastation and flooding in the new $100 bill? Well, the $20 bill, which apparently, according to some, foreshadowed the events of 9/11, appeared to contain those very images. Now, you have to stretch your imagination a little bit to see them, as you do in this case also.
It is also worthy to note that there's a song by Justin Bieber. It's called Baby Baby. When the song is reversed, it says a sea of dead bodies. Very interesting, considering this $100 bill. You can see for yourself.
Baby, fix me and just shake me till you wake me. Scientists have now found evidence that a colossal wave will one day devastate the coast of America. It will be far bigger than any normal tidal waves or tsunami. It is what scientists call a mega tsunami.
It's almost inconceivable how much damage this event will cause, and yet the general public knows absolutely nothing about it.
This is a CNC update on the New York storm surge catastrophe.
Okay, we have just been informed that the National Guard has finally arrived and rescue efforts are now resuming. I repeat, now resuming, with local emergency services completely overwhelmed and the water...
Get to the highest floor on your building. Minimum safe height is 50 stories. Repeat, do not panic. Get to the highest
How soon? How much time do we have? Anybody know? I can't see anything. Can you? I don't know, man. They say it's coming from the south.
We believe many buildings have survived intact. The wave traveled over 2 miles inland. Many towns and cities are declaring a state of emergency.
In 2014, last year, in the state of Virginia, the highway was blocked off. And there are many trucks traveling in one direction going, I don't know where they were going, but it seemed like many companies and they had some food or supplies. So the question is the government preparing for such a catastrophic event? Well, take a look at this footage.
On the interstate, numerous state troopers, followed by a line, everything's blocked off, followed by a line of duplicate Conway freight trains.
We've seen at least 30 so far. Here's a whole new set of trucks coming up. Some red trucks.
I want to reiterate, the interstate is blocked off.
Coca-Cola trucks?
No incoming traffic, now it's Coca-Cola.
Endless trucks. It's all there is on the road. There's no other cars on the road.
This is Interstate 64, Richmond.
Get ready, man. Some other trucks.
No idea what's going on. This is getting more and more bizarre. Back to Conway. No.
Walmart. Now it's only Walmart trucks. Are we in a Twilight Zone?
Walmart.
I've never seen anything like this.
1 minute and 5 seconds of driving at 65 miles an hour.
No. It's just endless trucks. No other cars can come on the road. The police are on this interstate.
All interstates
They're
blocked off.
blocking all other cars. Now it just seems to be random trucks. CVS.
Is anybody else? Yes, they're filming it. Other people are filming it. is a phenomenon. More state troopers. We've seen at least 10 to 15 so far.
Over 100 trucks, well over 100 trucks. No,
More state trooper.
Not too long ago, I talked with Dale Bohannon, whom I've known since, I guess, the mid-1980s. And he told me something very interesting that he found back in the fall of 2000 while he was on a business trip. Listen to this, folks.
I was pulled to the side road, which was a new cut gravel dirt road in front of a business, a builder supply business, actually Top-Notch Builder Supply in Madison, Georgia. To my right, this was previously was a soybean field, and this little new cut road divided this field, and the right side of the road was filled with which I thought was portable toilets. I never looked at them that close. Same in color, maybe black, but which was an odd color. And I was sitting there going over my notes, and a van pulled alongside of me that turned out to be the property owner. And he greeted me, and he was by himself, and so we had a good little dialogue there, and I asked him about the field of black boxes. What were they? Because I'd never seen anything like that, and his statement was that if he told me, I would be one of few people in Madison, Georgia that knew about them. And he says they're disposable coffins, I believe he told me. And he says there's 100, at that time he said there was 125,000 there. And they were stacked, he told me 15 high. I asked him who owned them, and he stated that the CDC owned them and that they were leasing his land for storage. And he said his brother worked with the CDC in Atlanta and had been asked by the CDC to do a 3-year extension to place temporary morgues all across the nation.
So in January of this year, 2005, we decided to drive to beautiful Madison, Georgia and take a look for ourselves. It was on a Sunday and no one was around, with the exception of this one pickup truck that was coming out the narrow road that we were going in on next to this field. We flagged down the pickup truck, and it was providential that the driver of this pickup truck turned out to be the son of the man that owned this field. So naturally we started asking him questions. And he told us that not long ago there had been as many as 500,000 of these grave liners or disposable coffins. We asked him for permission if we could look around, and he said yes, so we did.
We're just getting an idea for the size of these boxes. What could these boxes be used for? Well, they're called casket liners. And that's an interesting term, isn't it? It's a casket liner. When I first heard the term casket liner, I thought perhaps a lining for a casket. But this is too big to be on the inside of a casket. So certainly this could be used as a casket. This is an inexpensive casket. And you can see the size here. There's lots of room. I think my friends here, we could all probably get inside, and it might be a little cozy, but we'd fit just fine. Which tells me that these liners can be used for more than just one.